All right, this video is mostly for CrossFitters and powerlifters at times too. We have a tendency to get stuck in the same plane of motion all the time. All right, so we can move, think about thrusters or pressing overhead. We can move forward and back, think about running. A lot of us don't move backwards though, but there's also rotational movements that we often forget about, and a lot of life activities, a lot of sports involve rotation. Just think about swinging a baseball bat, throwing a baseball, punching, volleyball, and those things. And sometimes we work out so hard in the gym and we get stuck in these same planes of motion that then when we go play a sport, when we go out there, we get hurt doing it because our body's not prepped, or we get tight, or we're not able to rotate or resist rotation well. So the question is, how do we add this rotational movement or side-to-side movement into working out? Now, what I personally like to do is add some of it into warm-ups. So you can just talk about simple side shuffles, hips at 30 degrees, simple side shuffles back and forth. You can add stuff like Cossack squats into your warm-ups or into actually a little bit of load. For me personally, I enjoy doing rotational core stuff. So you're talking about sledgehammer strikes, medicine ball throws. You can do axe chops, kind of the reverse with the band, so you can reverse that motion. Something else that's kind of popping up more and more in CrossFit is they're doing more unilateral or single leg, single arm movements, which teach you how to brace for anti-rotational movements. So when we go through a baseball, swing a baseball bat, things like that, we don't get hurt. Our bodies are prepped to resist that motion so we can follow through strong. That wasn't a good baseball swing, by the way. Don't make fun of me for that one. All right, so throw in some of these movements, whether that's single arm pressing, Bulgarian split squats with a weight on one side, walking lunges with a weight on one side, whether that's alternating dumbbell snatches, that's rotational. Start throwing these things in. If you're not used to it, just do it in a warm-up, kind of like a skill session, and then you can start testing it and pushing it more in training. So don't get stuck in the usual mindset of moving forward and back, overhead and pulling. I understand a lot of the CrossFit benchmarks are in that range of motion. Let's get outside of that. Let's use the whole range of motion our body has. We live in a three-dimensional world. Let's use all of it. If you have any questions, comment below. Talk to you guys soon.